this is what I'm hunting with today. It's my Taurus Tracker 357. I brought in the blind chair and I'm set to go all day long. I'm in a good spot where people are moving around in a little funnel that hopefully they'll push deer through. So let's sit tight and see what happens. I've got turkeys right up the hill from me. I can't see them, but I can hear them. I just saw one turkey fly off the roost over this way. There's more up here.
Burnt.
I can't believe that just happened. It's 7:45 and I just shot one with the revolver. I don't know if it was a good shot or not. I definitely hit her. She went up on the hill. I can't believe that just happened. I'm shaking like I cannot believe that. 7:46. Oh. With the revolver. I'm gonna go ahead and watch the footage back, see if I can tell where I hit. Obviously it's not like a bow where you can really tell, but I'm just gonna try, do my best, and then I'll go see and look for any blood. Well, I just looked at the footage. Unfortunately she was kind of standing behind a tree, but the way she reacted looks like I got her good. What bothers me is that I didn't see her fall. But this isn't a huge caliber. It's a 357 revolver, 357 Magnum, so it's not going to have a lot of that shock like a rifle caliber would have. It's going to probably respond more like a bow would respond. You're just putting a hole through both lungs. So I'm going to give her some time. Well, I've just been looking at the footage over and over again. I just love filming my hunts. You could see blood come out. When I watched it just frame by frame, you could see blood flying out the back of her right at her chest cavity. So pretty sure she's going to be done, but not sure how far she made it. Well guys, this is about where the deer was standing. You can see my blind up in through there, and actually right there is a trail camera I've been running for the last couple of weeks. It's just a pretty neat little flat down in here where a lot of terrain comes together and deer funnel through this area. I checked where she was standing and I really thought I'd find a lot of good blood there based on the video, but I don't see any. But I've mentioned before it's hard for me to see blood. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go start packing up some of my stuff and give her maybe another 30 minutes, and then I'm going to start heading up the direction that she went and see if I can't find her. I'm going to sit here and have a snack. It's been about 40 minutes since the shot. One thing that worries me is I heard a shot up this way, fairly close in the direction that she went, so I'm a little worried that somebody else shot my deer. Some of you guys are probably laughing at me in this head to toe orange, but you know what? Based upon the number of gunshots here on public land on the opening day of rifle season for doe, I'd rather look like an idiot dressed in head to toe orange and get shot. You know, this morning started off pretty quiet as far as gunshots. I was kind of surprised for the opening day of doe season, but it's picked up now. There's been quite a few. About an hour since the shot, and I've decided to come look for. So far I haven't been able to find any blood, which is discouraging. But as I said before, sometimes I have a hard time seeing it. I was over here when I shot, down in this flat, and she came up this hillside. So I'm going to try to kind of get up on the top where I can look down in, and maybe I'll find her. I just found it. Unfortunately, it's a little button buck. But for my first one with a revolver, I'm not going to complain. Let me see where I hit him. Oh yeah, perfect. That's the exit. Right there, perfect. Right behind the shoulder. Here it is, my first ever revolver kill with the Taurus Tracker 357 Magnum. And it's also my first ever deer on public land. Believe it or not, I've said before, I've had a lot of good opportunities to hunt private land. I've put in some good hunts on public land, but never been successful. So this is my first revolver kill, and I did it on public land on opening day of doe rifle season. The only downside of it is, as I mentioned earlier when I found it, that this is a button buck. I am disappointed about that. Frankly, I've been wanting to take a deer with my revolver for I think something like 8 years now. And to do it on public land an hour into the opening morning, just to be honest with you, was too good of a deal to pass up. Unfortunately, it was a button buck, but I'm super excited to have gotten this deer on the ground. One other thing I want to mention to you is when I started this season, I had made a goal of killing a deer on public land, killing a buck anywhere I could, public or private, with my bow preferably, and then killing a deer with either this 357 revolver or another special gun that I have that hopefully I'll get to hunt with next year. And unfortunately, at the end of archery season, I had killed one doe and one buck, both on private land. So I hadn't fulfilled the goal of this yet, and I still hadn't fulfilled the public land goal. So to fulfill all of my goals for this season with this deer is just, yeah, I couldn't be happier. I came in here this morning with a huge backpack with the blind, a chair, food and water for the day, extra layers. It's a lot of stuff, and I'm about 3/4 of a mile in from the road. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to backpack all that stuff back out, empty the backpack, and come back in. I think I'm actually going to quarter up this deer right here. It's not a heavy deer. I could drag it, but I just want to try something new, and I want to try actually quartering it up in the field, putting it in the backpack, and packing out with it. I think when I get back to the road, I'm going to get my wife, and she's going to come back in here with me just for part of the adventure. So for right now, I got it tagged. I'm going to leave it here, hike back, get rid of my gear, and then come back and get it out of the woods. Well, it's about noon. We just got done cutting up the deer. Super fun having my wife and daughter come out with me. Got it all in the backpack, and even though that deer wasn't very big, I have to say the backpack's a little heavier than I anticipated it was going to be. It is all bone in. You know, we didn't take any bones out. I got all the leg bones, but super fun day. Super excited to have gotten a deer with my revolver, and now we got to hike about 3/4 of a mile back out and get this deer in the refrigerator. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope until next time you remember to get off YouTube and get outdoors into God's great creation.